Trigger warning, R. Kelly. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and most of what I am about to share is probably BS. Aaliyah's former abuser, R. Kelly, was recently rushed to the hospital for a suspected overdose. Alleged overdose. Everything I'm about to share is alleged by this one, who is thankfully locked up behind bars where he belongs. In a court filing that was submitted this week, R. Kelly's attorney, Bo B. Brindley, argues that when R. Kelly was in solitary confinement on the night of June the 12th, a staffer gave him more medication than usual. The next morning, he supposedly felt faint and dizzy. He fell to the ground, and as he attempted to stand up, then, quote, crawled to the door of the cell and lost consciousness. He was later rushed to the Duke University Hospital and claims that during the drive there, he overheard a prison officer complain, quote, "This is going to open up a whole new can of worms." Wait, how did he overhear that if he lost consciousness? He miraculously regained it to hear that very important piece of alleged information. R. Kelly was bedridden in the hospital for 2 days, allegedly. And while there, he discovered that he had been given an amount of prescribed meds that could have killed him. You know, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that was true. If you've been taking, 2 pills a night for a long time, and if all of a sudden now you get 3 or 4, wouldn't you think that's odd? I mean, he's not the brightest, but also he would take some accountability, I think. He should. R. Kelly is also accusing the prison staff of taking away his necessary blood thinner medication, as well as refusing to let him undergo a doctor-recommended operation to remove blood clots in his legs and lungs, which left untreated are putting his life at stake. Doctors discovered the blood clots during his brief stay, and the surgery would require him to stay for another 2 weeks. Within an hour after the officers assigned to Kelly at the hospital checked in with officials at the prison, he was taken from the hospital against his will and against the directives of the doctors and returned to solitary confinement where he's convinced he'll either be killed or left to die, according to his lawyer. Because of all of this, the 58-year-old wants out. He's requested a temporary release to home confinement because he truly believes his life depends on it. But because this is his 3rd time he's made this request, he's going to stay locked up. In a response to the filing, a U.S. attorney argues that Kelly continues to paint himself a victim. The official declared, quote, "This is the behavior of an abuser and a master manipulator on display." The assistant United States attorney also accused the convict of knowingly submitting the action to a court that has no jurisdiction over his case. Why do that? The legal professional argues it was a ploy to let this court know that he is cold in prison and to criticize the medical care he is receiving in order to turn his situation into a grocery store checkout aisle tabloid. They even accused him of making a mockery of the harm suffered by his victims via these legal moves. No sympathy for him. And yes, this latest legal move comes just a week after his legal team previously fought for his immediate release due to another alleged murder plot against him. At the time, last week, they filed a sworn statement from another inmate at the facility, a gang leader named Michael Glenn Stein, who alleged authorities bribed him with release from prison if he schmurdered R. Kelly. The gang leader originally accepted the deal, but later changed his mind and told the disgraced producer and songwriter, allegedly. Kelly believes his life is still in danger, claiming another member of the gang had subsequently been asked to KILL. I was thinking about the number of L's. I need more coffee. Kelly believes his life is still in danger, claiming another member of the gang had subsequently been asked to off him and Stein. It remains to be seen if this latest attempt will work, but the murder plot claims don't seem to be winning anyone over just yet. Do you think his life is really in danger? I don't. Let's discuss it all in the comments section.